Actually starting to notice a a surge of free speech institutions trying to hold other institutions to account for limiting people's freedom of speech. And this speech, it's late. I'm tired. I've recorded a lot of these today because I've got the baby and I'm not sleeping at all. I need to try and do all of these in like the one go. I barely get time to come into the studio now. Limit free expression. Watchdog sues university for unconstitutional speech codes. Speech First, a free speech watchdog, sued Texas State University on Thursday over two policies it alleges chill on-campus speech. Speech First accuses the school's discriminatory harassment policy and its computer policy of violating students' First and 14th Amendment rights, according to the lawsuit. It alleges the discriminatory harassment policy, which prohibits unwelcome verbal, written, graphic, or physical conduct, chills speech and is unconstitutional, while the computer policy, which bars students from using university information resources for a political purpose, is vague, content-based, and overbroad even. Texas state policies are clearly designed to deter and restrict student speech altogether, with both policies working in tandem to limit free expression and the exchange of viewpoints on campus. Cherie Trump, Speech First executive director, said in a statement shared with the Daily Caller News Foundation. Instead of promoting an environment of learning, intellectual exploration, and open discourse, Texas State has chosen the inverse. By implementing policies that restrict how students can discuss politics or any of the societal issues of the day, the university has forced students to opt out of classroom discussions. Instead, they choose not to speak up, concerned they may be accused of harassment or offending someone. And that's the chilling effect. That's the where they turn around and do vague rules and they'll punish a few people. They'll drag someone into the town square and flog them publicly, and that's when everyone starts going, God, I don't want that to happen to me. And that's when everybody starts toeing the line, which is the purpose of rules and laws like this. Speech First works with three students who opted to remain anonymous that allege the policies infringe on their right to free speech, the lawsuit reads. Students A, B, and C want to engage in speech that is arguably covered by the university's policies, but they credibly fear that the expression of their deeply held views is prohibited. The views include topics such as affirmative action, abortion, illegal immigration, biological sex, and traditional marriage, the lawsuit reads, all of which are very verboten subjects depending on which side of the argument you're on. Basically, if you're on the left-wing side of any of these arguments, shit, it's fine. It's no problem at all whatsoever. You're on the opposite side, well, bye-bye education, but you still need to pay your student loans back. Texas state administrators have created a campus controlled by fear where students are afraid to share their opinions, engage their classmates, or even posit new ideas, Trump said. Trump said, according to the press release, by violating their students' First and 14th Amendment rights, Texas State claims they are protecting students. How can Texas State claim to protect students while violating their rights? Well, the same as any state does. You don't know better. We need to protect people from your hurty words. So fuck your rights. The watchdog seeks a declarative injunction that states both policies violate the First and 14th Amendments, and for the court to bar the university from enforcing them, the lawsuit reads. TXST did not immediately respond to DCNF's request for comment, and that's the end of the article. Well, that's the problem, is it's been a long-running problem in universities where they have become communist boot camps. Like, that's what they are. That's what they are. They're communist boot camps, and it's like, I remember when universities used to be like, fuck the government, man. Now it's, fuck the government. We should have a bigger government. That's essentially what it's become. But universities are supposed to be for the discussion of ideas and free expression and exploring all different manners of thoughts and ideologies where everyone can then, agree or disagree on what's good, what isn't, what works, what doesn't, and all those types of things. But now it's just a case of either have left-wing opinions or you're getting kicked out. Which is, yeah. These are the same people that you like to shit on Christian schools. These Christian schools with their brainwashing and blah, blah, blah. But if you say a right-wing opinion, you're kicked out. It's like, it doesn't make any bloody sense. But I do think it's a good thing that free speech institutions are holding these arseholes to account. Basically, if you go to university, you should be able to explore any and all ideas because, after all, universities are supposed to be a bastion of knowledge and discussion and intellectualism. But when you start putting rules on, like, you're only allowed to voice X opinion on X subject, then that's indoctrination. That's indoctrination if you're not allowed to question the status quo, which has gone on for many, many years. And we actually have laws about it in Britain now where universities aren't allowed to do that, but they all still do it. I get emails all the time from like, hey, I tried to put on X event at my uni, but then the student union, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they all got involved. Because student unions are overly left wing and they're authoritarians, like most of them are. I have the power to control what people can hear, so I'm going to use that to, further my own worldview. But yeah, there's a word for people like that. Losers.